Hello everyone. Listen, this is a fun video. I'm really excited. I've got so many things to share. It's the first time in a long time that we're gonna unbox a bag together, which is, I know, very ironic if you watched the last video. We'll get into that. I do have another little idea, another little one of these inexpensive bags we'll show. And I'm gonna do a quick little tutorial on how, not quick, I mean, that's the basis of the video. And I really wanted to unbox that bag because I got it in and I was like, okay. We're doing a makeup look that will actually stay put in the summertime. You hear that little thing outside? What are those called? Katydids or whatever they are? Those loud things that come out in the South when it's too hot to be alive. Okay, he stopped. Disregard. Listen, it's hot, it's balmy, it's sweaty. I've lived in these conditions my whole life. I know a thing or two about what works and what doesn't when it comes to keeping makeup on, all of the gimmicks and things that we've kind of been fed that don't work, that you might still be doing. And you might need to just think like, wait a minute, I've been using this particular primer for years. I've been spraying and doing all the stuff and using makeup that's like sucking the life out of my skin, or primers that are keeping me matte. Are they keeping you matte? Like, I don't know, okay? Like, cause why are we still going that route? Like, I don't know. I just feel like it's always a fight and a struggle. And if something's working, it really shouldn't be. So maybe it's not working. This actually works. Some new products, things that I've been using for a long time, but some really tried and true things that will work that you don't have to touch up. Like you don't have to touch up. It's the summertime. If you look like you're matted out to hell and back, like it's not a good look. And your skin needs to breathe. It needs to look like skin. I don't have any oil. This is just the look of my skin. And when we do things that are very matte, or you use a primer that's gonna like block your sweat, your skin, if you are alive and breathing, is going to breathe and want to be alive. So in contrast to this super matted out powdered effect that you've got, it will break through, and then you're gonna be like, oh, oil breakthrough. No, it's just skin. So if you do things that are like really long wearing, really like in this sort of finish anyways, your skin just kind of goes with it, and you don't notice all of the craziness. You're not gonna get so oily because it's kind of similar to if you have acne and you really, I promise I'm going somewhere with this, and you really like dry out your skin with harsh products. You use products that are very harsh. We know now not to do that because it pumps more oil. Your skin's gonna pump more oil if it's dry. If you've got combination oily skin and you don't moisturize, it's gonna be even more oily, even more combination because you got no moisture. If you put some moisture on there and some oils, your skin isn't gonna be as oily, it's gonna be balanced out. It's the same thing for these products that are, quote, like mattifying us and sucking the life out of your skin. Your skin's gonna wanna do the opposite, okay? But this is like a magic, oh, you know what, I didn't put the little gloss over my lips. This is kind of a little magic thing here. So we're gonna talk about these products. I'm gonna show you myself getting ready this morning. We're gonna talk about a few things. And let's get into what I'm wearing. We're gonna unbox this bag last, you guys. I got me a Celine bag. I'm so excited. Okay, so what I'm wearing today, I will link to these earrings. These are all, I believe, a part of their Fine collection. There's even a third one in this set, and these necklaces as well. I'll link to my bracelet. Now, you guys know my Free People journey. If you guys listen to the podcast, I told that story where I popped in there maybe about a year ago to the store. I was like, hi, you know, it's like the young gals working. And I'm like, I love a Free People vibe, like every now and then. Like I love a sweater. I love like a little fun top like this, but head to toe all the time, it's a lot. You're gonna look like you're in a costume. But I love the pieces, you know, some of them. And I really do feel like that's a brand that does really well with its sizing. Everything isn't like, you know, a lot of times I'm true medium. A lot of times I do a small in their stuff, but okay, regardless. Okay, so when I went to Free People last year, I went in and I was like, hey, you know, and I want, you know, I don't know, not that I felt out of place, but it's like the clothes there, like they're either really like the biggest sweater you've ever seen in your life, or it's like those sets that look like you should be like in a cult in the desert, like banging a bongo, very covered, or it's like this, okay, or it's just like a, you know, a string. And but I like, you know, but when you find the sweet spot, you find the sweet spot. And I love their sweaters, okay, you guys know, very basic, okay, very basic girl. But I went in and I found a top that was pink, a top. It looked just like this, but it was like the prettiest, like pinky lavender. This was last year. And it was kind of a little longer, because when I got this, it looked like this big. I thought, hell no. But when you put it on, it's good, okay? Okay, so, this top, I was like, So I put it on, and I really loved it. And they have like a little outdoor mirror. You know, you have to go out and look at the outdoor mirror. It was big. That's what it was, because Free People runs very large. So I was like, I could do a small. So I peeked my head out. You know, nobody was there. So that's what it was. I walked out and I looked at myself in the mirror, and then I peeked my head to see if like I could lure someone in there to help me, because I didn't know if I should walk around the store. Well, nobody came. So then I kind of poked my head out. I was now I'm in the store. Like, hey. And I was like, this is really cute. And I had on my jeans with that. I was like, this is so cute, right? You know, I wasn't acting like that, but you know, I was like, I really like this. Like, do you have it in like a small? And she was like, yeah. And she was like, And she kind of, and I knew it had like a lot of fabric right here. But what was happening is that it had like full on like a little underwear type of pant that you put on with it. It was a full on romper. And she grabbed it. She was like, yeah. And she pulled, it was literally like the pants, like the crotch. And she was, excuse me, I hate that word. And she was like, you know, it's a romper. I was like, oh, okay. Do you still want the small? No, thanks. You know? So I don't know. There's been some embarrassment in Free People. It was funnier. You would have had to been there. It was a little funnier, a little more embarrassing on my end. But this, when I got it, I thought, oh wow, you guys, this is so cute. So what I did here, I wanted a top that was kind of like lacy like this. Okay. It's real cute, you guys. I wore it out the other day and I did not feel exposed. And I'll tell you why. What I did the other day is I put like an actual little cami under it. What I did today, because I didn't want the extra straps, is I wore my strapless bra, and then I have like this little, almost like bandeau top that's kind of like stretchy. That honestly is kind of like a bra, but not, because it's real thin. I'm like, what's the point, you know? But okay, and it's just easy. I did get a medium. The straps are very long, so you could cinch the straps, you could do some things, but I don't know. I really do love it. I'm wearing my little stretchy jeans. And guys, let's talk about these. I did a little reel that I think I'm gonna post. Yeah, I'm gonna post it like at the same time as this video. But I got some new shoes, okay? Some new shoes. I love a wedge. Always have, always will. And these, see, this top is just like, it's just gonna do what it does, okay? It's just gonna do what it does. But for me, who like does not want to be out there and like, whoa, lady, like, what are you wearing? It doesn't look like lingerie. Like, it's cute, you know what I mean? Okay, right? So look how cute these are. All right, it's like that Chloe little icon, what do they call it? Like the iconic, whatever. It's like my belt, okay? Which, ooh, the belt, ooh, my Chloe belt would be so cute. Sometimes, though, you guys, I'm gonna be honest, these aren't really loud shoes, okay? But like screaming the brand, you know, it's cute, but it's very, like, you know, understated, right? These are really comfy, really cute. I'm so excited. Like, I actually, when I spend money on a pair of like designer shoes, I want it to be something I can really just wear the hell out of. And these are just those that you can put on with anything. So comfortable, really good quality. I don't know, like if I have a Chloe bag and then I'm wearing the Chloe belt, and it's not like, when I wear that Chloe belt, I'll wear like one of my vintage like Bottega bags. It doesn't like scream a brand, you know what I mean? Okay, like I wouldn't wear this with my Chloe belt, okay? Look at my new YSL bag, just kidding, it's not. This was like 20 bucks. I don't know, this bag was very cheap, okay, probably less than that. Now, this is my YSL brooch that I've had for years. If you've got brooches, if you've got anything, if you just, and this is a cute bag anyways, okay? This is really a good bag. I love a bag that's shaped like this. I was wanting one like this. Y'all saw the little dumpling shaped bag that was more of a clutch. That was more of like a raffia, like this one is a raffia, but it's more of like a woven, like soft, almost looks like fabric. But the other one, you guys know, it was so cute. It sold out so fast, but there are identical ones I'll link to. I mean, it's nothing special. I mean, it is a special bag, but it's not like that's the one you need. There's a million that are just like it, okay? So that's more like a little clutch, like a little dumpling, and I put this on it. Now this, I was like, I want something that I can just wear all the time, because that one had a strap, but it was long. I wanted one that was a little more casual, and Oh my gosh, you guys, this is it. Okay, so I will link to this bag. It is very inexpensive, and I'll link to some brooches like this too, because this one is an authentic one that I got a long time ago, obviously, but they've got there's a lot of different ones, okay? A lot of options out there. Oh, should we go ahead and unbox the bag? I don't know. Let's wait till the end because I'm cruel. No, let's just do this. So this is what I did this morning. I'm telling you, this makeup, this works, okay? Prepped my skin. I'll link the moisturizer that I used. Okay, but honestly, let me just, let's rewind. I'll link this eye cream, you guys. This is so good. I've been using it lately. I love it. It's just so smoothing and really nice. Gives you like a blurred effect. Very, very moisturizing. Very good. My lashes, my brows. I did a little thing with Revitalash this week where you guys saw I was like kind of promoting their 20% off sale. So we know that I love these products. 20% off of like the big size. Like I like to get the ones that are larger size. You know, we can get the sets and we can do all that like certain times, but the 20% off of like the big sets of the jumbo size, you know, like because when you buy the lash serum, the tube looks the same, but they're different. So sometimes like you're like, wow, I'm getting a lot, but you're not. I want the big one, which you can't really get a lot of the times. You can't get in sets and stuff, so it's 20% off. And the tubing mascara I used, the brow product that I love. So we'll talk about that, but just where I started, right, in the summertime, this is a thing. If you use like a nice brow and lash serum and you get your lashes and brows to a good place, you really don't need much makeup. And that is the thing in the summertime. I like makeup. I want to look cute. But at the same time, like I'm all about like going a little lighter. Like it looks like I'm wearing a full face of makeup. It's a little lighter. Like it's not all the layers, all the products. And you can get away with much less with those serums. So just giving you guys a heads up that's happening now. Now, I either use like my Elta sunscreen, or if I'm gonna use this, I don't really layer it up because a lot of times I think that we're just stupid, honestly, with sunscreen. You layer. If you put on sunscreen, then you put on a serum, or you rub around a foundation on top of it, it's gone. This is what I've been using. This is the best product. You were gonna see people dripping it on their faces. You're gonna use so much more product. You're gonna look like a cakey hot mess. A lot of people also want to say in the summertime, you know, to use a tinted moisturizer. Even though you feel that it's sheer, that's the heaviest, worst thing that you can do because those are usually just going to slide right off your face, okay? So you want something that has SPF, that has coverage, but that wears like a thin, like sheer product that really sets. This is a miracle. I love it. So I put a few drops on my hands. Okay. Starts off white and it adjusts to your skin tone. Now, the only way that you need to apply this is in your hands. Use the tiniest amount that I use, and then pat it on, press it into your skin with your fingertips. If you use a brush, you're gonna have streaks and it's gonna be cakey. Brushes absorb so much product. We'll get into that in a second. Don't do that. It's gonna look cakey and streaky and gross. Okay, doesn't matter what kind of brush it is. And I love brushes, but I'm just saying with this product, that's not what you want, okay? You want this SPF on your skin, not on the brush, so pat it on. And then you take a dampened sponge. Now this is science. I never trust someone that says, what are you doing using a sponge? Because it's absorbing your product. Don't be a rookie. If you know anything about using a makeup sponge, you dampen it first. Science, guys. If you dampen something and then you get it saturated and you squeeze it out, you press it into a towel, it cannot absorb anything because it's already saturated. Now this is an old one. If I cut this in half, now these are the cheapos that I get from Amazon. I don't spend money on a beauty blender anymore. Okay, did that for years. Been there, done that. These are great. If I cut this in half, which I've done this on videos before, I ain't ready to do that with this one yet. You've seen it. It's bright pink. There's no foundation within this sponge. Okay, so there you go. After you rub it in, you're gonna take your dampened sponge and go like this to get it looking airbrushed, to get it all done. I use an SPF under eye concealer, which is kind of bummed because I'm running out. I got to get a new one. Now, I did my brows next because I was just feeling like I needed it. This waterproof brow pencil, it's also part of the sale. Now, let me tell you, with these brow products, with the Revitalash brow products and the makeup, I like using these because the actual brow pencil, the gel, these have conditioning ingredients that are kind of like what you want Like, you know, like, it's okay. This is actually doing something. It's not just like a brow gel that's like a makeup brand that's doing nothing. Like, it's, these products have peptides in them. Like, they're really doing something good. But this is the most heavy duty brow gel. Most of the time I don't even use the pencil. You can see I just used it to fill in like my little scar. But this is the shade Soft Brown. And you guys have seen me. I've used these for years. This is my third one, okay? Haven't had it in a while, but I'd used 2 of them in the past. It creates like, and my brows are very squirrely. They will stay put. The brow pencil is waterproof. I'm gonna say this is too, when I get this stuff off at night, this is the hardest thing to get off. And so I like that. Like, your brows will stay put. It'll have the color. It's all the good things. So I did that. And then for my, let's do the skin. Okay, that's what I did. Now, these are the products that I've been using now for a month or so to replace, not replace because I still love them, but you guys know for years I've been using those sticks and I love those. Those are great. Okay, love. But I do not like a powder product because 98% of them contain talc. That's like the first ingredient. And that is like one of the most pore clogging things. If you've got little like bumps and you just think, oh, that's skin texture, it ain't. Like, check your products. If it's got talc in it, just please do something different. This is amazing. It is like, it's a powder, but it wears like a cream and it is beautiful. Okay, so I'll put all my shades below. I also love how shade inclusive this is. It goes from, I mean, there's more fair ones than this. It goes to very deep. The way these melt into your skin and the staying power is insane. They're so smooth. They're not shimmery. I hate and I despise a matte anything, but a matte blush or bronzer, you've gone wrong. Like, and you don't need like shimmer or anything, but this is just, you can see it looks like skin. And here's the trick. You take, we're not gonna do the setting spray, all that. It's not gonna get everywhere. I used to, when I would use a setting spray, then I would take like a finishing brush, like a stippling brush, and go all over. That's a trick from 16 years ago. You're welcome, okay? And it gets it all over, okay? I'm not just setting every little where the spray falls. You're gonna take this, your same dampened blender, and everywhere where you put that bronzer, you just dampen it, you just stamp it over. It doesn't transfer, it doesn't do anything weird, it sets it and it's going to keep it on. And I know that sounds wild, but just trust me. All right, and then the blush, you guys, okay. I wanna get all of these. This is the French Rosé, and holy crap, you guys, it is beautiful. I use a little bit of it right here, like on the high part of my cheekbone. And then the trick with a blush, especially in the summertime, you never want that color appearing on just one area of your face. It looks fake. So you take your brush and you put just a little bit right above the arch of your brow, and then a little maybe even on the side of your nose, but that's really nice. And again, take your beauty blender and you can kind of go like that just to, you know, keep it on. Now, I don't use this every day, but their highlighters are quite beautiful because already you've got a nice glow. I did use this today. It's the Prosecco Fizz. I'll put all the other shades below, but wow, this is gorgeous. And I don't know, just the texture of these is unlike anything I've ever used. And I trust it because my skin is looking good. You know, it's not like clogging my pores. These are beautiful products and I'm obsessed with them. Okay. All right, let's move to the eyes. Okay, this is one of my favorite new things. They've had them with like shimmer. I believe the Nordstrom anniversary sale has a set that has a shimmery one that I'm gonna grab. I did have one a long time ago that I believe was shimmery, but this is the way that you wanna go. This is, only has a color, it's 25M, but I think it's got a name online. So I will put this, I always forget what it's called. I'll put it below, put all the shades, everything below. It's so easy, okay? You just put it on and just blend it out with my favorite brush. You're good to go. You need nothing else, okay? You can see that. Now, if you're really concerned and you're like, okay, I want this to stay on, but this will stay on, okay? But if you're just like, okay, I want a little something else, a little flare, you take this eyeshadow trio, which is the most perfect eyeshadow trio, and you use the matte color and you just sweep it over. It's literally kind of the same color as this, the liquid that we used before, which will kind of set it. The perfect like satin, just perfect finishing color that I use kind of this flatter eyeshadow brush and I put it just right over and it's perfect. Now I'm gonna go straight into mascara because I'm showing you like you don't need liner for this, but then I go back and out. I'm gonna show you like there's different phases you can do. In the summertime, a lot of times, like I just don't wanna bother with an eyeliner. And again, if you use the lash serum, your lashes are probably pretty good. You may not really need that effect as much as you think you do, But a lot of times in the summer, I'll skip a liner. I'll show you in a second. We'll go back and do, I'm just kind of doing this in phases so you can see. But the key here is this tubing mascara. I have used tubing mascaras from all different brands. This is the best one because it doesn't make your lashes look spidery. It has, again, the conditioning peptides. It has all these nice ingredients. But a tubing and it's 20% off, you know. I'll put the info below, but the tubing mascara, you guys, is the only thing that you need to be using in the summertime. Tubing mascara, the science behind it, like if I splash my face with water right now, like it cannot run. It's not that it's waterproof and it's staying on, it's just that the formula will only come off by kind of like water and then kind of, you know, they just gently come off. It's even more gentle on my lashes, I feel, than like getting off a traditional mascara. It just kind of comes off, you know, you can kind of just see it going down the drain. So if you think about it, like it doesn't, here's the thing, it cannot dissolve. It can't dissolve, it can't melt, which I mean, it can't transfer when you blink. You're not gonna have, you know, if you like to use lower lash mascara like I do, it won't transfer down here and it won't flake, okay? Boom, like all of our problems are solved. Okay, it's real good. And I love this one better than all of them because it's just so soft. It creates a nice volume. So many of the, actually most of them I've tried, for whatever reason, the formula really doesn't give you that soft built volume effect, which I really like, that makes your lashes look, this one does. I really like it. I don't know if it's the brush. I don't know what, oh, I forgot I brought it in here. I don't know what it is, but it is perfection in a tube. And you need this, okay? It's real good. For summertime, you'll never go back. You'll be using it forever. So, I mean, you can use it anytime. But once you experience like a tubing mascara, you just never go back, you know? And I do try different things, but I had never tried the Revitalash one, and I am obsessed. I really do love it. Okay, so then I'm gonna show you, like, I kind of went back and showed you, well, because I do have a good trick for eyeliner too. Now, I'm using, again, you guys know, this is a new one, but I have used the Revitalash. I have used this particular Revitalash liner over the years. I have gone through a complete black one, a complete brown one, which is what I'm using now, and a complete like gray one. I think it was called Slate. These again have nice ingredients in them because it's from this company that's like about like lash and brow care, okay? And again, I've used the serum for 8 years, almost 8 years now, and perfection. Like never had an issue. It's great. Your lashes are naturally curled. You don't need a curler. It's really good. So that's that. I use a little bit of that liner and it's great. You can see, okay, that liner is good. Now, if you really want to take it a step further, to really keep it on, then you're going to take a liquid liner, preferably the one that I'm showing you because I really love this one. This one is the best. It's Tom Ford. Has 2 ends, so it will last you the rest of your life. It has a black end that's really dark that I've already used all of, and then it has an end that's like a blackened brown, and that's really my favorite one. It's got more of a feathery applicator on that end. The other one's more of a felt. This one's more of like a little thin brush. I will get that so close to the lash line. I am not covering my entire pencil line because then what's the point? I'm getting it right at the lash line so that you've got that dark liner effect, but then you've got the pencil coming out from around it so it doesn't look so harsh and fake. I really despise like a fake liner line, okay? And y'all know after watching Love Island last season, I went off of the liquid liner because I was so traumatized. I said, I'm never doing a wing again. I can't look at it. And I've gotten back into it, but now I'm watching Love Island again, and there's a lot of liner work. There's a particular person that does a lot of liner work. And so it does make me question some things, but it's okay. Okay, you do what you want to do, but this will last all day. All right, what else did I do? Okay, this is the final boss. No, this is the final thing. Now, again, a talc-free powder. I do not believe in thinking, okay, now I've cared about the finish of the things that I've used. I've cared about these products. Now I just need to powder it all up. No, what you've done no longer matters, okay? I like to use a brush like you're gonna see me using here. That's like a finishing brush. I will link to the exact one. You never wanna use like a thick powder brush that's packing it on. This one's perfect. And then I will put the powder right here, kind of where, I don't say I need it, but this is kind of where if I am gonna get shiny or like, I don't even care. Like I want to look on camera like I have skin. I don't want to look powdered out. Something that I like to do here, I'd like to take my beauty blender. And again, you can use your beauty blender to apply this too. And I and I put it right under my eyes right there. And that sets in such a beautiful way. Now, again, I've been using the Laura Mercier, the talc free. And that's good. That's more like you can pick your skin tone shade of that, but it's very sheer. I think mine is even maybe like translucent or something. Like I don't even have one that has a color. Now, no. Anything that has a lavender hue, okay, is very, very nice and brightening and flattering. I ended up getting this. This is the HD Skin. This does not have talc. And I love it, okay? I love it. And I love it. And it's beautiful. So this lavender powder is like magic. I really love it. It's very just thin and silky. It's the perfect setting powder. But doing that little trick under your eyes, okay, because powder under your eyes, no go. But if you do it with this, something about it, I don't know if it's the moisture, and you're not putting moisture on your, I mean, maybe it's like putting a little, it's not wiping anything out. It's just perfect. Just trust me. When you dampen your beauty blender, I cannot believe after 17 years we're still talking about this because we should know, but I still see people that are just like, you're going to dampen it. You're going to squeeze until it grows. It's going to get like twice the size. Okay. Don't just put it under the sink for a minute. Get it under there, squeeze so it gets it. The water has to get in it. Then you take a towel and you smash it out so that when you squeeze it, no water's coming out. No water beads should be coming out, but it has a dampness to it. That's what you want. Okay. So that's just the perfect formula. I don't even use a setting spray. I have one, I like it, but you don't need to do that if you do this. But the lavender, okay, years ago, Lancome released these. It was a series of, I think, 3 or 4 when the cushion makeup was real big. I never got into like a full cushion foundation. I think I liked maybe one, but I just never stuck with it because again, like they just don't exist, okay? But there were these tiny little compacts by Lancome and they were color correctors. There was a peach, there was a yellow, there was a pink, and there was a purple. There was a lavender and a green. So maybe there's, did I say green? 5. Now, the lavender one, for whatever reason, like I would do my makeup and everything, but then like what you do is you take it like the green one, you could put around redness. The lavender one I would keep in my bag. And right at the end of my makeup, I would take it and I would use the little thing and I would put it right here. And then I would keep it in my bag and I would do that throughout the day. And and then they stopped making. I'm like, where are those? Those were, if I could say like, I really want one thing to come back, it would be the original Chanel Bronze Universal before they loaded it with coconut oil and it destroyed all of our skin. If you're using that Bronze Universal and you have any bumps on your cheeks, stop, okay? I didn't realize how bad that coconut oil, why? Okay, why? I'd go back to the original and tell them to get their act together. And then I would bring back that purple Lancome. And I remember Brad and I, we were in this kick where we would go to the casino a lot. And, okay. And I just remember when I would wear that, like I would always get carded and people would come up to me. And I remember people would say, oh, wow, you look real good. I don't really get that anymore. Okay. That was some years ago, but, you know, I think it was the purple. I think something about that purple. So that is my tips for the summertime. It's not groundbreaking. It's not crazy. Oh, and then for the lips, okay, just a lip liner. Okay, pick your flavor, whatever. Okay, y'all know we talked about this. The Chanel, the Mary Rose, they discontinued, and now I'm not even that upset about it because this Darling Pink, I mean, well, you guys know I went and I cleaned out all the Mary Roses that they had, so I'm set. But the Darling Pink, if you can see a side-by-side, the Darling Pink is the one that looks more full. It's very similar, and it may look a little more pink when you're looking at them side-by-side, but when I put them on my lips, it's the same. And this is gonna last. A lot of times I don't even bother, like I don't bother with a lipstick and then the gloss, it's gross, it's gonna come off. I don't like that, I don't like to touch up. I either do just like a lip liner and a clear gloss or just nothing. Or I do this. This is just, it will stay on all day. It's not fussy and I really like it. Okay. Okay. We ready for the bag, you guys? Are we ready? Okay. So last week I was like, Tiffany, okay, get real with yourself. You guys asked me a question and Ask Me Anything. If you guys missed that, that was a good one, I thought. And someone was like, what's your next designer bag? What's on your wish list? I was like, nothing. I don't know. Like, I don't think like that. Like, oh, I just really need this. If I see something that I really like, and I can get it, you know, I think, okay, that makes sense, then I'll grab it. Now I've said, okay, let's just open it. Now Celine bags are very expensive and I've, you know, always kind of looked and I'm like, I don't know. Now I've also said like with straw bags or whatever, let's just open this up, okay? No, I saw it, but I looked at it and I was like, no, go open it on camera. she smells so good. Now, guys, I think this is a real good deal. No, I'm just kidding. Guys, it's so pretty. Okay, this is a lot of like soft, supple leather. Okay, and it's like one of these called like banana leaf. I don't know what it is, palm leaf, and it's handmade. Okay, right? I'm excusing the price here. Now, I have said before, with the raffia bag, with the straw bag, there's a certain level where they either look like a beach bag or they look like a little toy. And I got one recently and I returned because it looked like a little toy, and I thought, I ain't never carrying that. This one I could carry out. I could also carry it like vacation, whatever, but you could put it on and you feel like you could carry this like to the store and not look like, hey, I'm going to the beach, you know? You know what I mean? So also with Celine, super crazy expensive. Also with Celine, or any bag really, I've said before with these straw bags, these straw-ass bags, I'm not paying thousands of dollars. If it's gonna be this size and it's a designer bag, it's thousands of dollars. This one was $800, and I even found it somewhere, like the place, you know, like how I got my Chloe belt for like half price that time. It's new. I found it for less than that, okay? And there are bags that I looked at that are not Celine that are like $500. Or, you know, like if you get something that's handmade, it's the straw, whatever. I get it. I know that's a lot. I'm not saying it's not a lot of money. It is. But I'm saying for me, there's a line, okay? Like, right, here's what. And I know if you get it, you get it. But with designer bags, a lot of times I'm like, okay, I'm either just going to get something that's $15 on Amazon. I might, if it's like a Coach bag and something that's quality, which I don't love all of those. I can understand the quality of it, and I don't mind paying $200-300, okay? But if it's like a bag that's like YSL, like whatever it is, Celine, any brand, Louis, whatever, and it's thousands of dollars, over $1,000 for like a straw bag, I'm just like, no. Some other ones maybe, but I just can't justify that for a straw bag, okay? But here's the thing. Like I said, I will pay like $15 for an Amazon special or something. It's hard for me to even do bags kind of in between. I don't mind buying a bag that's designer because I can sell it eventually and get my money back. I've made so much money on bags over the years. I've sold certain brands you can sell for more than they're worth. Most brands you can't, but it's fine because you wear them for years, you get the good out of them, and then when you're done, you can sell them for like $500. Okay, I'm all for that, okay? I'm all for that, because if I say, oh wow, I really got a deal on this bag that was $50, okay? Or even this bag that's $100, $200, that's still a lot, that is a lot of money. That's money in the trash. You can't get that back. And then maybe you didn't get what you really wanted. Okay, I know I'm trying to like be a sick person talking you into some stuff. Like that's my wild like bag, what am I trying to say? Enabling? I don't really know. Oh, these straps are so pretty. But I will say, if you look at the price of Celine things, I feel like this is the way to go. Now they have one called the teen bag that I almost got that's smaller than this, and it has little short handles. I'm gonna be honest, I can carry this one like that, but I want to put a bag over the shoulder, especially a tote like this. If this just had top handles, like that's just saying, okay, you're just bopping down to the beach. No, if I'm on the beach, I need a strap. And if I'm going to dinner or something, I'm carrying a big ass bag, I'm gonna need a shoulder strap. I'm sorry, that's the millennial in me. I want a shoulder strap. But I also think it's gonna make this bag a lot more, trying to be careful tearing these, versatile. Okay, now I have that little Amazon one, you guys know, the one that was a little Amazon special raffia bag that looked like this, kind of was a little designer inspired bag. And it's cute, it's beautiful, but you can tell it's $15. I mean, this feels so nice. Like you can tell someone, like it's handcrafted, okay? Now inside of this bag, oh, and that's what I was gonna say, the teen one was like $700 something. This one was like $100 more, and it's huge, okay? But it's also not like comically huge. This is a cool bag, okay? Now the inside is just, hey, literally it's hey, no. It's like, hey, here I am, nothing. I ordered an insert from Amazon that's gonna be here, I think like in a week or so. that is for this bag that I will link to as well if you get this, which I think will be nice, just to keep the structure of it nice, just so that something wouldn't wear through and poke it. And I love that. For all my giant totes, I even like my Birkin, I bought one of those Samorga bag organizers. Those are expensive. I spent a lot on that one because it was for my Birkin and I wanted it to be special. But they have real expensive. I think I got mine for maybe 30, 40 bucks, the one that I bought to go in here. And I was really happy about that. So I am really thrilled with this. I am very excited. And I don't know, I'm just real excited. My first little Celine vibe. So is that right? Yeah, really excited about this. So a new little bag for the summer. And this is just very classic. I love it so much. Oh my gosh, I'm excited. Happy birthday to me. Okay. Happy birthday to me. All right. Brad says my fridge is my birthday. We got the new fridge. And I'm like, Brad, please. Like, yes, that's great. I'm buying a bag of shoes. All right. Really excited about this, you guys. So what a fun little video. Now, you want to talk about fun videos? You want to know what's coming up? You guys know what's coming up. Tuesday morning, I am going, on the ground. Tuesday morning, you guys, I'm going, before the store opens, I'm going to be door busting Nordstrom, okay, for the anniversary sale. We've done this every year here before people were even doing Nordstrom videos, before it was a thing. And I know that sounds obnoxious, but it's true. It's just true. And when I said that last video, people were like, yeah, no, we know. Like, we know. I'm not saying it's better than anybody. I'm just saying I know what I'm doing. I got you covered. And I got it going, okay? So you're going to get a video here on the 8th before anybody else, but I will say, and I'll be kind of midday-ish, you know, depending on how fast I can get up and if my technology cooperates. But I'm going to do something different this year as well. On the 7th, the day before, on my LTK, I'm gonna drop an entire post that's my whole wish list. So follow me on LTK. I'll put a link below. If you guys click on my links, those are LTK links. Sometimes I do a roundup in one post, you know, of certain things, like I will with the Revitalash stuff, where it shows an image of the things. It's the same. When you click it, it's the same link as if I would have posted it direct. It's just kind of an easier roundup. But I'm gonna do a post on the 7th where I'm just gonna do a collage, because I don't have the items yet, because I'm very like anti-collage of things you don't have or that you don't plan to get, but I plan on getting all these things. We're gonna do that. So I don't think I did that last year, or certainly the year before, but that's gonna be kind of fun, because you guys can kind of like get an idea of things that I'm gonna be getting. And if you wake up that morning on the 8th and you wanna shop like before my video, like you'll know some things that I'm getting. I'm not saying you need to get the things I get, but I'm saying like I do find the good stuff, okay? Follow me on LTK if you don't. So many of you guys do. And you'll get a post on the morning of the 7th that will have all my wish list items. So I think that's gonna be really cool. And you guys will get that first on LTK. I'll wait a few hours. I'll wait a while before I post it on my Instagram, but you guys will get that first. So follow my LTK for that. YouTube, I come home and I just unpack my bags with y'all. I try on some stuff. It's very informal, but I show you all the goods. And I think last year I had the video up by like lunchtime. I don't know, that's just how I like to do it. And then more content will come for the rest of the week. We'll do beauty stuff, but I'll kind of show you guys what I got in store there. And usually when I get my stuff in the store, because I make my wish list and I, send it to my sales associate that I love, I've worked with for years. And when I get there, she's got my stuff pulled. I do a breeze around the store. I find more things that I'm getting my hands on. This ain't a channel, and I ain't the bitch that's doing a little collage of things that I ain't buying and that I've never seen, and I'm not stepping my ass into the store, or I'm not the person that's going to the store and I'm sorry, I'm just gonna rant, that's spending 3 hours in the store, 5 hours, trying on all the stuff, taking photos in a room, and having my content that I can make y'all buy, and then leaving and not buying any of it. I hate that. Last year I did do a little bit of like stuff in the dressing room, but then I bought the stuff, or I didn't, and I told you, okay? I know, I get very worked up, you guys. What things have become kind of bothers me at times. You guys know that. But here's what we're doing. Oh, did you guys see my nails? I redid them. I know I'm all over the place. We can follow. This isn't rocket science. When people say that to me sometime, they're like, I can't follow what you're saying. I'm like, this isn't like dissertation on aeronautics. Like, we're talking about dumb shit, okay? Like, I'm sorry, like, keep up or don't, okay? I'll put the link below. Okay, so here's what we're doing. I'm gonna go on Tuesday morning, and I'll get home, I'll film, and it'll be up here. So we'll have a Tuesday video. I know y'all are used to Fridays. This week it's Tuesday. It's gonna come on Tuesday, and then we'll do more over the week, depending on, like I said, okay, that's what I was saying. A lot of the stuff I get there, but sometimes she'll say, okay, these shoes were sold, you know, I ordered them online for you, or, you know, we didn't get this item, I'll order it online for you. And I usually, even so, then they release more stuff because the wish list is up now, or the preview's up now, but there's usually more stuff that they release. So I usually end up placing another order. Usually the order comes through. So we do multiple Nordstrom sale videos, but I'll get you guys covered. And I do feel like this year, the early access window is shorter. I think it's only like 4 days. I remember one year it was like a week and a half. I'm like, what? I just remember they've done it so different over the years. So the 8th, the first day is, so the 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th is for card holders only, okay? And it's different tiers. So the 8th is the highest tier. You guys feel me? It kind of opens up. If you've got a Nordstrom card, just go in your account. It will tell you literally when you sign in the date that you can shop. But what you want to do is like add things to your wish list. If you see things like in that video coming up that I talk about that you like, just add that to your wish list, and then you can add it to your cart when it's time. But you know, I just really am excited, and I do think, and I've put my eyes on all 6,000, whatever the hell it was online. I've looked through it all, and I think this year there were some things that were not there that are usually there that I'm like, good, because okay, it's done. And then there's some things that are new. There's some things that kind of improved, and I'm very excited, and you guys will see, okay? I'm not just saying that, you guys will see. Like, I feel like it's some really good stuff. So come here on the 8th, and we'll do that. The 12th is when everyone can shop. You can buy it however you want. You don't need a Nordstrom card. But if you do want to shop early with us, you can get the card. It's like the only store card I have, and I love it. Not trying to sell you on that. I'm just letting you know what we're doing. So guys, thank you for watching. I'll put all the links below. Take advantage of the Lash sale. You only got a few days left of that. I'll put all that info in the code below, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.